to their friends and try to say that it's them, but y'all know what this is. Red bone on the couch and they both mahogany brown. Gap is so big it can see my house. Then again, my view is too stupid, bro.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Andres Borregales ready to get us started. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they finally bring him down after a huge run back into their territory.
There's one less thing now this offense kind of worry about, silencing the home crowd early. That return, well, it already did that. The fever pitch we began with, Kate's quieted to a dull murmur following a tremendous return by the special teams unit.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Nix from the gun. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
It's a gain of 10.
They run the counter to Achane. Got some room to work. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Devon Achane with the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Khalil Herbert on the return. He stopped on a run back at the 27.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
That run may not have got you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. This is Walker on 2nd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Walker now from the gun. He gets it ahead and winds up with about 3. Wrapped up that time by Jordan Birch.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. Give him 25 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the gun, Darnold escapes the pocket. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Line up the design keeper. Running in the red zone. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They kick the running back in motion. Shotgun snap to Nix. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 13-0 lead. It's a Romadudes, a touchdown. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Giants nothing. Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's Herbert on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Herbert on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. He's got Brown on the slant. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain. But boy, Brock, what a shot. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Go, set. Ready.
Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Walker on 1st down. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Danger, Case. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10. Darnold. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I can promise you that is a throw. It's a quarterback when it leaves your hands. You do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one. That DB can cut off and take the other way.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to work it to the 20. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Eagles are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled. So their 2nd drive ends just the way their 1st one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Here's Achan from the pistol. He cuts it to the right sideline. It's inside the 10. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Devon Achan with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Set to kick off.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's Herbert on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's Darnold. This is complete to Ferguson out left. They'll have it up to around the 23-yard line on the play.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Short pass brought in, and he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Moving quickly, trying to get set. They'll try to throw. It's Darnold. That's caught. This is Addison. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. What a play to beat this defense on fourth down. 23 yards and a first.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They give up the gut to Walker. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And it's good for a New York first down. Offense in the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
It's Walker on the give. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. So 20 yards on that play. And that gives them 1st and goal.
Giants, first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Running with Walker again. And he's got 5, and we've got our 2-minute warning.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Walker does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. I think they might have taken that first down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out 3rd down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on 3rd down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
Trying to run it with Walker. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Giants chop some of the lead off before the half. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Giants get it back to a 14-point game. Now Borregales on to send it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Finds his man, it's Demario Douglas. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Nix, quick out wide, complete. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense still line. This is 2nd and 4.
Ready? Kill.
Throwing here, Nix. That one's incomplete over the middle. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Now Nix on 3rd down. Here's a screen for Achane. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They'll throw again. Nix. Right side and into the hands of Douglas. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Achane gets this on the draw. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Devon Achane with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21.
28. Giants 7. Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And he's out of bounds up across the 25.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Darnold looking to throw. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. Give him 13 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Darnold now to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
And again, it's Darnold. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And no gain after the catch, but the gain's still out across midfield. They're to the 45. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Still sticking with the passing game. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken down at the 30. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. So first and 10 now from the 30.
First down. First and 10 at the 30.
Throwing it again here. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. And Pete Carroll was there. If he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
5 still to go here. This is second down. From the gun, Darnold. Dive in, and he gets his hands underneath for the catch. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. This one misses the tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
I think everybody in the building was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short throw to the tight end. That's a gimme. You don't expect to see many of those dropped.
On second and 10 now, Darnold. Caught near the goal line. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. Now with 2 seconds left, we get the expected timeout from this offense. They're in great shape to get 3 here entering the half. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Giants chop some of the lead off before the half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Giants 14. And the Oregon is set to kick off.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Power squib kick is taken in. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Second and 10, Darnold. Doesn't make the connection.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They'll throw, third and long. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Running left, here's Walker. He dodged the tackle, breaks through and breaks away. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. They'll run here following the penalty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Darnold. Here's a screen now for Walker. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Catch is made down the right sideline. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Corey Gallis connects, and that'll get him back to 11.
I would imagine, Kate, that they hope that's the spark that starts a second half inferno of a comeback. Could scarcely afford to come away empty-handed with points on that opening drive, and they didn't.
Now Borregales on to send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Eagles.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Right back to Kincaid, complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard
The shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
brings up 2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Nix. Kincaid there to bring it in near the sideline. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And he's stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. Gets a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 3-possession game. It's a Romadude's a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. pressure, gets there, right side, it's blocked! Ooh, and I think he envisioned this one going all the way back for 2, but they're able to track him down and limit the damage to just that blocked kick. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Here's Herbert on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Hey, set.
Here's Darnold. That's incomplete left side. He's looking for A.J. Brown there. So it'll be 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. But that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Here's Darnold to throw. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try to throw. It's Darnold. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. All set now. 1st and 10.
Another Giants 1st down.
Now Darnold. He finds Brown right side. He's still going at the 30. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Offense is set. 1st and 10. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. And again, it's Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. So 2nd down coming up.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Eagles are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
They'll start the drive with A-Chan, and he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Hold on a sec.
And stick with A-Chan. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Going to the ground again on first. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. They run the counter to H.M. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, that play right there, that one is wide linemen. They run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex at the combine. Yeah, having fast, agile, big guys up front, it lets them set the table so the running backs can go do their job.
And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
It just feels like any time this guy touches the ball, it's a big play waiting to happen. He could be lined up wide or where they use him as a runner. If someone doesn't get a hand on him quick, he's gone.
Second down carry for H.M. There he goes again. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles put up even more points in a win. Devon Achane with the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Fitzgerald up and good on the PAT. And the Eagles make it a 24-point ball game.
Giants 17. Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's Herbert on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Giants take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Staying with Walker. Jukes away from one. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. We've set it down from the 37.
37-yard line.
Walker on first down. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line.
This goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Back to the line they come, second down. This time it's a passing play. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
Third down and 13.
Third and long for him here. He has the first over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. What a play on 3rd and 13. And this drive will indeed continue.
Giants first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now an inside give to Walker. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 3. Brings up 2nd and
To throw, here's Darnold. Forced out to his right. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Escapes the pocket. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Eagles will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Well, Kate, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Design run. Here's Nix. So the Eagles will fly out of here with their own win. And they can be proud of their exploits down the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from New York.
wasn't bringing up the past, baby, you know that you better than that. I don't got time to deal with the drama, I want the Chanel and I got your back. I promise that I would've never gotten phoned if I knew I would get so attached. I promise that I would've never hit the road if I knew that you weren't coming back. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
Stressing, quit stressing. You should already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence, this time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat about. If you ain't got proof, then leave it alone. I'm on the road trying to keep us afloat, while you want space and a reason to grow. If things are best left kept on the low, then I think you should leave that after the tone.
Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything.
See, I would've done anything for you. Now you won't pick up when I call you. It was late night texting till we're yawning. Nowadays I'm overthinking till the morning. Switched up and turned without a warning, but I know my heart forever bleeds. Truth is, the strangers like magicians. Never knew them tricks were up your sleeve.
Hey, I'm sick of this back and forth. It's starting to get contagious. I had to put the bridges out you built. What I felt inside would have been outrageous. Stop acting, think I believe that's catfish, poor performance. Watch your number, please, or contact. Buzz you up so I can call that appalling.
Can't tell me like, what do you want? Yeah, tell me like, what do you need? Fresh tip when you're doing your feet. New LV when you fly overseas. Call plumbing cause I'm at a been swimming cause I'm in a deep. Don't call me, you already know. I'm on the road and you for the streets.
Young and it ain't the same. I guess we're on different things. I guess now we're distant strangers. You said it's no fun to blame, but I was not the one to change. Cause I was not the one to save you. And you were my everything. Now I regret everything. I wanted you here with me, but you didn't want that. I'm doing anything. I don't know what's you're in. I wanted you here with me, but it was too much to ask for. You know that I had you. You know that I would've did anything, anything that you asked for. You know that I had you. I know that you know I gave everything. Run it down, the sun is up, so run it down, get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our ancestors. We're healing with ways that don't last for long. Don't have the time and it's obvious. No help for the weak, but the strong. Plenty here, boy, for all of us. Now bring out the drums and the that my homies got rich doing that they said wouldn't work. Bring out the and the hit a load of I'm gonna the place with them cut. I see the bums that be wishing we end in the ditch and the pain that see them ain't hurt. I see the love that we give and the love that we give. And sure everything come up full circle. We went from nothing to something, got all of us jumping it that we made from the air. We went from running it with nothing to stop it, just beating the neighborhood, bruh. There ain't a person alive that be matching the vibe, and honestly ain't even fair. There ain't a door with the drive and a vision like I have unless I go look in the mirror, baby. So run it up, the sun is up. To run it down, get your money up. I put money down on all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up, there's no rest to my shut it down. Working for real, get your money up. Believe it on God, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now. Put that on everything that I love. Church. Yeah, on everything that I love. Yeah, ain't nothing that come up. Now we go from angry and mad to happy and glad to find a solution for us. We go from sorry and sad to ready to grab up then get to the front. I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag, the currency, stacking it up. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have the things we be lacking, my bruh. So what are we lacking? I could point it out, so much that's around. Better settle down, no point doing that. Or they send the hounds, bite me in the, put me in the ground, turn me into ash, culture carried down. From those who came up before me, I'm here to change up the story. Find me at work in the morning, Surround me with people I'm mourning, man, cause death is around every corner. When life isn't free for a person, dog, you act like an animal cornered. Savage is speaking a language, y'all, you don't understand, you a foreigner. But nobody needs an advantage now, we needed some balance and order. But you know that's never the case, never a chance that they're changing their ways. It's never a choice that they're giving to you, there will never be justice to face. We sing for the sorrow and dance for the pain. No one to follow, it's just you and me. I swear that it's coming, we starting today, but we wake up tomorrow and things are the same. Damn.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us, broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister rat with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck.